Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Brothers and sisters, as the sun sets and the world grows quiet, you find yourself preparing for rest. The warmth of your bed welcomes you, your eyes grow heavy, and your body surrenders to sleep. But have you ever stopped to think about what really happens when you close your eyes? Sleep is more than just rest. It is a moment of complete surrender. A time when your body is still, your mind drifts into the unknown, and your soul leaves you, only to return by Allah's command. Every night, we enter a state where we have no control, no awareness, and no guarantee of waking up. Now, ask yourself, what if this night was your last? What if your soul was taken and never returned? Would you be ready to meet your Lord? The Prophet Muhammad did not leave us unprotected. He taught us a powerful dua, one that ensures we sleep under Allah's divine protection. A supplication that safeguards us from harm, grants us peace, and, most importantly, places our soul in the care of the Most Merciful. Tonight, before you sleep, remember this. One simple prayer can change everything. Stay with us until the end, because what you are about to learn could transform the way you sleep forever. Sleep is more than just a break from the day's struggles. It is a reminder of how fragile we are. Every night, as we close our eyes, something extraordinary happens. Our soul is taken from us. We become unaware of the world around us, unable to move, speak, or even protect ourselves. Allah tells us in the Quran, "It is Allah who takes away the souls at the time of their death, and those that do not die, He takes during their sleep. Then He keeps those for whom He has decreed death, and sends the rest for an appointed term." Indeed, in this are signs for people who reflect. Surah Zumar 39:42. This means that sleep is like a minor death. Some souls are returned when morning comes, while others are kept by Allah, never to wake again. Every time we sleep, we are handing over our soul, and every time we wake up, it is because Allah has given us another chance at life. The Prophet made us aware of this reality. He taught us that sleep is not something to take lightly. It is a moment of surrender, a moment where we have no control over whether we will wake up again. But what if we could sleep with peace in our hearts, knowing that we are under Allah's protection? What if we could ensure that, whether we wake up or not, we are safe in His mercy? There is a way. The Prophet taught us a beautiful dua that acts as a shield, a prayer that places our soul in Allah's care before we sleep. This dua is a source of protection, a safeguard for our soul, and a way to rest with complete trust in our Creator. Before closing his eyes at night, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ would say a powerful supplication, placing his soul in Allah's care. He taught us, when you go to bed, recite Bismika, in your name, O Allah, I die and I live. Bukhari 634. These few words hold deep meaning. They remind us that life and death are in Allah's hands. Every night, as we lay down to sleep, we are surrendering ourselves to Him, acknowledging that we have no control over whether we will wake up again. By saying this dua, we entrust our soul to the One who gave it to us. If we are granted another day, it is a gift from Allah. And if our soul is taken, then our final words were in remembrance of Him. This simple act ensures that we sleep under His divine protection, free from fear and at peace, knowing that our fate rests with the Most Merciful. The night is a time of rest, but it is also a time of unseen dangers, both physical and spiritual. When darkness falls, the world changes in ways we cannot see. Hidden forces move around, and harm can come from places we do not expect. The Prophet Muhammad understood these dangers and never went to sleep without seeking Allah's protection. He recited a powerful supplication, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the male and female devils. This dua is a shield, a protection against evil forces that roam in the night. The Prophet warned us that when evening comes, shayateen spread across the earth, looking to cause harm. He said, when night falls, keep your children indoors, for the devils spread out at that time. Bukhari 3280. Just as we lock our doors to keep out intruders, we must also guard our souls from unseen harm. By saying this supplication, we place ourselves under Allah's care, ensuring that no force, seen or unseen, can harm us without His permission. A single prayer can make the difference between fear and peace, between danger and safety. When you remember Allah before sleeping, you are never truly alone in the darkness. Every night, as we close our eyes, we seek rest and comfort. But true peace comes only when our hearts are connected to Allah. If you want to sleep with a sense of security, free from fear and worry, follow the example of Rasulullah ﷺ. One of the most powerful supplications he taught before sleeping is, Allahumma kini adhabaka yawma tabathu ibadak. O Allah, protect me from your punishment on the day you resurrect your servants. Muslim 27:13. This dua is a reminder that life is temporary and that one day we will all stand before Allah. It keeps our hearts mindful of the hereafter, even as we sleep. When a believer remembers Allah before sleeping, they are not alone. The angels remain by their side, guarding them through the night. They sleep in peace, knowing they are under Allah's mercy and protection. A heart that remembers Allah at night wakes up in the morning with light and tranquility. So before you sleep tonight, say this dua and rest with the assurance that Allah is watching over you. The Prophet Muhammad did not simply say a dua and sleep. He followed a beautiful nightly routine that brought him peace and protection. This routine was not just a habit. It was a means of surrendering to Allah in the best way before closing his eyes. First, he performed wudu, purifying himself before resting. He said that whoever sleeps in a state of wudu will have an angel by their side throughout the night. Bukhari 247. Then he recited Ayat-ul-Kursi, the most powerful verse in the Quran. The Prophet said, whoever recites it before sleeping will have a guardian from Allah, and no devil will approach him until morning. Bukhari 23:11. Next, he recited the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, a shield against all harm. His Al-Sunnah said that these verses are enough to protect a person through the night. Bukhari 5:9. Lastly, he recited Surah Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, and An-Nas, blowing over his hands and wiping them over his body. This was his way of seeking Allah's protection from all evil. This was the nightly practice of the Prophet, a routine that ensured he slept under Allah's divine protection. If we adopt this habit, we too can experience the same peace, security, and blessings every night. Many people go to sleep without saying their du'as, unaware that they are leaving themselves unprotected. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that when a person sleeps without remembering Allah, their soul remains vulnerable. The night is filled with unseen dangers, and without Allah's protection, we are exposed to harm we cannot see. But Allah's mercy is vast. Even if we forget, He gives us another chance. The moment we wake up, we can renew our connection with Him. The Prophet ﷺ taught us a powerful supplication to say upon waking, Alhamdulillahi lahiyana badama amatana wa ilayhin nushur. All praise is due to Allah, who has given us life after He caused us to die, and to Him is the resurrection. Bukhari 63:12. These words remind us that waking up is not just routine, it is a gift from Allah. Every new morning is another opportunity to seek forgiveness, do good deeds, and come closer to Him. So if you ever forget to say your dua before sleeping, do not lose hope. As soon as you open your eyes, remember Allah and start your day with gratitude. Because every breath we take is another chance to return to Him. Tonight, before you close your eyes, pause for a moment, take a deep breath and reflect. Purify yourself, recite these powerful supplications, and place your trust in Allah. Let go of the worries of the day and surrender your soul to the One who controls all things. Imagine sleeping under the shade of His divine protection, free from fear, safe from harm, and assured in His mercy. With every word of remembrance you recite, you wrap yourself in a shield that no force can break. The difference between a believer's sleep and that of the heedless is simple. A believer entrusts their soul to Allah before drifting into slumber. They sleep with certainty, knowing that if they wake, it is by His mercy, and if they do not, they return to Him in a state of remembrance. So, will you make this your habit tonight? Will you sleep the way the Prophet ﷺ slept, with full reliance on Allah? May Allah grant you peaceful sleep, protect you from all harm, and awaken you with a heart filled with His remembrance. Ameen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring Islamic content. Jazakumullahu khairan.